Streaming. Oh, snap. Where are you? What the heck? And video. Window capture.
Hey, brother.
Hey, hold on.
You there?
Yes, I can't see your I can see your camera on my screen, but I can't see it on the stream.
But are you streaming? Can they hear my voice? Because that's all that matters. You there?
Yes.
Yeah,
Hold on. I'm listening to the stream.
I
can see your camera on my screen, but I can't see it on the stream.
But are you streaming? Can they hear my voice? Because that's all that matters.
Okay. Yeah, we can hear you.
Damn, that echo is intense.
Yeah, well, I had to listen to the stream.
Okay, so all I have to say is this to the ladies and gentlemen of the Philippines, of Scotland, of the UK, of Canada, of the United States, of all the people that have streamed us in the past, I'd say 5 days. What we want to bring to you is not necessarily all of what you want to hear. And I don't mean that to be, what's the word for that, Brian? Inadequate? Yeah, I don't want to be inadequate. But I can guarantee you, the folks of the Philippines and the folks of Scotland and Ireland and Canada, California and Michigan, I don't think that we are the choice for you. I don't think that we are what you want to listen to. I think that over the past 3 days, we've streamed our heart. Heart. Yes, that thing right there. Right there. And I don't think that I saw the results that I wanted. No. So I don't think the right people listen to it. So how do we stream for the people who will listen? Well, this is what it comes down to. It comes down to bondsmanship. BONDMANSHIP. Bondsmanship. Brother, are you there?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Shall we declare the bondsmanship? Shall we give these people the rights to our own fraternity? To our relationship, to our fraternizing establishment, which is the podcast which lives through any living organism. The podcast is not just a brotherhood. The podcast is a relationship with our viewers. The podcast is simply a way for us to get to you, reach out to you, and reach your heart. Your heart. That's all we want. We want to touch you in a way that you wouldn't expect. We want to be able to embellish a relationship that you would not only establish a stabilization with, but also declare solid. Declare a relationship with us and just enjoy it and know that you can rely on us. Reliability. What does that mean to you? Brian?
Reliability. Someone who will be there for you when you need them. A friend who will reach out. Reliability. Someone you can depend and count on.
Amen. Someone you can depend and count on. And we want to be that. It's very simple, folks. It's very simple. We want you to be able to rely and depend on us. And we can offer that. But we just need you to depend on us enough to push us to that level. Okay? So what I need from you, the whole entire world, yes, you world, yes, you, I need you to push us to that level so that you can rely on us to give you what you want and need 3 times a week, 2 times a week, 1 time a week. You tell us, world, what you want from us, because we will give you exactly what you need. I'm not trying to fill up time in the space wave, no. But what I'm trying to do is, let's get level-headed. Let's talk it out.
I mean, they have a multitude of ways to reach us. All around our casts, you'll see ways to reach us.
Hey, listen. So Netflix is invading the actor and actress world. They're invading. They're taking over. Netflix has officially taken over the actor and actress world. Now it's time for us to take over the real people world. Who's real? Are you real enough to talk to us? Are you real enough to communicate with us? Are you real enough to listen to us and hear us out? It's pretty simple, folks. What it comes down to is this. Who are you? What do you want to be? Where do you want to go? What do you want to see? Are you cool enough to listen to thee? Which is the Sibscast, folks. We are the Sibscast. This is Brian Matt, and we're here bringing it to you live through our... Brian, what is this? Hold on 1 second, Brian Jr. Are you there? Are you live?
We're live. We're doing this.
Okay, Brian, so what are you seeing right now with our statistics that you would like to see more of?
I mean, I'm not a big quantity guy. I'm a quality guy. So I feel like if we get some engaging viewers who enjoy what we're saying and feel compelled to reach out and ask a question, call during a live show, or, just
be involved in what we're trying to offer.
Right, because really, we want this just to be like an open conversation to everybody who feels like they can join in and just be a part of something. Be a part of it.
Come on, guys. Everybody should want to be a part of it. Okay, so I'm depressed, man. I'm so depressed. It's tough. All I want to do is just... Why am I so sad about it, dude? I don't get it.
Well, we're in the beginning learning stages. I mean,
no.
And
episode 600 of the Chris Woodwick, he had Joe Rogan on his stage.
Chris Hardwick?
Yes, that's my man. Episode 600, Chris Hardwick. I did my research today, man. This dude is no joke.
Well, he does the Talking Dead. He did a lot of, what was that gaming channel back in the day? G something.
No.
He did.
He is no joke. Joe Rogan went to his house and did a live podcast, episode 600. And everything they said, Brian, was everything that I do wrong, man. And I just felt like shit. I listened to it my entire ride to work today.
Oh.
And I felt like shit all fucking day. Because
You don't want
there
that when
was...
you're going into work.
No, it was going into work.
Oh, that's not
And no, and then we're like, you know, sometimes silence is good because that means people are engaged in their conversation and you don't want to jump right in. And Joe's like, yeah, that's a super turnoff. And you know what? And then John was like, well, you know what? Sometimes that means they're excited. They're excited. They want to be a part of it. And then they were just like, yeah, well, no. People drive Teslas because rich people drive Teslas. And then it just felt completely out of the conversation. I fell out of it. It was probably about 27 minutes into episode 600 of Chris Hardwick and Joe Rogan when Chris Hardwick asked Joe Rogan, so when did you get rich? And Joe Rogan just completely denied to answer the question and just went every other direction besides what he asked. Because Joe doesn't give a shit. You know what? He is very fortunate for what he's got, and he realizes that, and he just rolls with it, you know? He's not about to be like, yeah, I'm rich. I'm rich, bitch. He doesn't care. No, he doesn't. And the fact that John actually asked him that was kind of bullshit. But from our perspective, from my perspective, all I'm saying is this. They are not offering what we are offering right now, and that is just how are we going to develop into our next live feed? What do you expect to see? What does our live streamers expect to see? You know, it's very simple. You know, how are we going to be better than what they are? Because yes, truly, they are our grandfathers. And yes, we cannot disrespect them. But what can we learn from them to be better with?
I mean,
how can we be better than them? It's as simple as that. And that's offer this live stream, which we're doing right now. Yeah. And also be a part of something that not many people are used to, which is internet growth. Internet growth. How do we show what internet growth is all about? What is internet growth? Internet growth is very simply defined. Taking it from stage A, growing to stage B, using your mind, and developing all the way to stage H. What is stage H? H is money, folks. H is money. How do we grow from A to B to H? Well, I'll tell you one way we can do it, and that's with your support. With the support of the world. With India. With Scotland. With Canada. Hawaii. All these places that are listening to us and just want to be a part of the conversation and potentially could call in right now, which you're not doing, which I'm not really disappointed with, but not really, expecting. Sorry, not expecting it. But eventually we'll get there. One day you'll realize the value of the Sibscast. Because we actually talk from heart. And we mean everything we say. And what we want is for the better of the people. We want to bring a sense of calm to your aura. We want to bring the embellished luxury of fear to your veins. Hey, bro, you there?
Yep.
You have no idea how many true crime podcasts there are. Hey, so I'm almost at 100 followers on Twitter. How amazing is that?
It's very good.
Let's hear it for 100 followers on Twitter, folks. Woo! Nobody. It was just us, Bri. There was nobody else. You know why?
Why is that?
Because we got to earn it.
That's correct.
And we're not earning it by only going out once a week. I don't think once a week's enough. I want to bring it to the people, and I want to bring it to them. I want to bring it to them firm and tough and rowdy. And what it comes down to us is us putting in our part and us doing the dirty work. And I want to put in the dirty work for the world. The podcast life. Yeah. You can have a podcast. Hey, yeah. You can listen to me talk. That's all well and good. But you know what the bottom line is, dude?
What?
You can have a podcast and nobody listens. Nobody. Not a god darn soul. No one. 4 views a day. 5 views a day. 2 views a day. It keeps getting slower and slower and we're not about that, folks. We want you in it. In it to win it. What don't you get? We want you to be involved in our conversation. We want the world's perspective. Why can't we get that, and why aren't we getting that? And I'll tell you the first reason why. Because people are afraid. You're afraid, you're afraid, and you're afraid. No, I'm not afraid for telling you you're afraid, because I know it's true. What we want and what we need to grow is your opinion. We need the world's opinion for us to establish some kind of suckle in this epitome of podcasts. There's too many of them, folks. There's too many of them. You got this guy saying this guy saying that. What we want is what you're saying. We want to know what you think, and we want to bring it alive. We want to make it true and real. And if you don't do your part, we can't do ours. And I wish that it was that simple, man. I really do. I wish it was as simple as saying, hey, world, why don't you just, tell us what you think, and we will honestly give you our true-blooded opinion, bring you live, talk to you, mano a mano, have a good conversation, person to person. And I wish there was more of that, but there's not. And I think that that is what we're missing. I wish that people would just involve themselves in what we were trying to do. Right. You know? What do we have to do to make that real? Think like Walt Disney. Walt Disney made Disney World real, right?
Yep.
So what did Walt Disney do to get people to go to Walt Disney World? What did he do? He made it attractive. He made it a place where it was like nowhere else in the world. You go there and you instantly melt to the perfection of the design. You go to Disney World and you are instantly infatuated with how perfect everything is, right? Hello?
Yes.
Knock, 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 knock. You there?
Yes.
So, when you went to Disney, can you remember the last time you went to Disney?
Yes.
What was your last memory of Disney World, Orlando, Florida?
No, we just went as a family. We walked around. We went on the rock and roller coaster.
The rocket roll 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds. All right. Well, now it's time to ask the world, the entire world, what was your last experience at Disney World? What was it, folks? We want to hear about it. We are the Sibs cast, and we're as real as they get. We will be with you whenever you need us. We will be there. We will talk about it, and we will distinguish ourselves from everybody else. And I promise you, no, I'm not getting too excited. No, I'm not over-exaggerating. This is real talk, folks. This is what it's all about. You know, we want to be a part of your lives. We want to hear your stories. We want to be everything that you didn't expect from a podcast. Because sometimes a podcast can just be a scary story that was written in the 1700s. Or sometimes a podcast can just be two guys talking about bullshit who have no idea what they're talking about. Or sometimes you can be like that dude on Jeopardy who is killing it right now, and that is us, Jeremy. We are the Jeremy of the podcast world, and we want you to understand that in the Philippines, and in Scotland, and in Ireland, and in Canada, and in California, and in Michigan. To those people who listen to us, we are doing this tonight for you. And we want you to know that not only is this some kind of like, they're forced to do it. They have to do it because it's what they want to do to make themselves bigger. No. It has nothing to do with that. Actually, that's laughable. Because what it has to do with is us creating a relationship with the world. And the last person to do that was Stevie Wonder when he sang a famous song.
Oh, what song is that?
Bri, let's let America decide that song, okay?
Okay.
I'm not here to answer any questions because honestly, there's somebody out there who's listening to this that has the answer that hasn't sent it to us. So let's let that person think about it real hard and say, should I send it? Should I? Maybe I should. Oh, maybe not. I'm going to be embarrassed if it's wrong. No, there's no wrong answer to this question, man. There's no wrong answer. You can send, if I said the world, send it. I don't care. There's so many good songs out there. There's so much good music. There's so many good people. And we want to represent the good people. We don't want to represent the people that are just faking it until they make it. Faking it until they make it. No, that's not us, dude. We don't fake it till we make it. We shake it, baby. We shake it like a salt shaker. You know what I mean? We're shaking that thing. Do you agree, Bri?
We do shake it.
Hey, so one thing that I've come up with so far through this conversation is that your fans of your computer, they are not coming through at all on my headphones. So I don't know what you did with your microphone, but it sounds so much clearer.
Oh, good.
You sound so much clearer. And it's pretty amazing. But I will tell you one thing.
Yep.
Our competition's tough, man.
Yep. There's a lot out there.
These guys are good. They are so good. Like, it's scary good. We don't have the experience. No.
No.
No, we do not have the podcast experience, and I get that. But all I want to do is just create and embellish a great experience for the listener. And the one piece of advice that I got today from my studies was this. Sometimes silence is great. Because silence means that they are tranquilized in the conversation. You don't need to fill the empty space. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the empty space that we're listening to right now. Can we please just let's have 10 seconds of silence, please. 10 seconds of silence dedicated to anybody who just needs a little bit of love in their life. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. I hope y'all that are listening to us or are not listening to us and eventually listening to us can understand the theory of our mindset. We are here to bring you realism. We are here to bring you what you least expect from a podcast. And that's our point. We are the Sibs cast. We are very different, dynamic mindsets. Brian, what does your background go?
I would consider myself a nerd. Really enjoy computers. I dabble in programming, and I'm really into like shows, movies, video games, just stuff like that. Computers, making them work, making sure they're working good.
That is sexy.
Yeah. Oh, I added you. I don't know how do you say that on Twitter? I @symboled you to answer a question for a lady about a microwave. Did you get that?
No, I never got it.
Oh, could you respond to her? She was looking forward to an answer.
Absolutely. I'm looking it up right now. Hold on.
So our view from Canada, I talked to these guys today on Reddit.
Yeah.
They want to come on the show. They can't make it this week, but they'll be on next week. You got to listen to their show. It's really good. They're from Canada, and they're pretty funny. I tweeted it. It's a podcast with a goat. So they'll be on the show, not this Tuesday, but the Tuesday after. Got them.
I really can't wait for that, dude. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah. And
hey, what part of Canada are they from? Vancouver?
I didn't get into the specifics, but talking to whoever was on Reddit, talking to them, they had a really good energy, and they responded like right away. So that was super good. So I don't think they're gonna flake.
Well, I'm not worried about them flaking, but I do have some medical marijuana questions for them. You know what I mean? That's completely off air. Completely off air.
Yeah, no, it could even be on air because they discussed something about marijuana.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind talking to them, you know, and maybe having a full blast.
But the thing was,
a full blast medical marijuana show.
Because they said like, because they were talking about some sort of marijuana. don't know if it was like a soda or a drink or something, like a 4-pack, and they said it must
Wow.
be in the States because it's legal. And I was thinking to myself while listening that I thought it was legal in Canada, so we'll definitely have to ask them about that. Um,
No, it's totally. Marijuana is 100% legal in Canada.
right, so I'll have to ask them about that.
Yeah, if they want to talk about it, I'd be more than willing to talk about it, have an open discussion about certain things, regulations, this and that. And I'm really excited about that, actually, because that's kind of cool, you know? We might actually get like a summer house next to them and eventually, you know, be roomies. You never know. It might be cool.
Yeah.
So you're a gamer. You like to watch videos. Brian, tell me something else that's interesting about yourself.
So tonight I was planning on making a Twitter bot that would help tweet out some of our podcasts and stuff.
Hey,
And I thought that would be fun.
Twitter bots are cool, but here's the real deal.
Well,
And I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to lay it out. What you really want is the heart. Okay? You don't want the Twitter bot. You want the human heart. And my human heart is going out to everyone in this world that understands and wants to understand what it's like to be a part of something that's amazing and grow with a great community. And I think that you and I want nothing more than to do that. Is that correct?
that is correct.
We want to grow with a community that is fully developed, established, well-spoken. Just, they have outgrown their careers. People who have outgrown their careers and want something more. And that is to help people and be a part of people's lives. There's nothing we want more than to touch the hearts of each and every single one of you. Each and every single one of you. We want to be a part of that. And if we can't do that, then we can't go to work and say that we did a job well done. Because at the end of the day, if we don't come home and see that, hey, nobody really cares about us, nobody really wants to listen to us, nobody wants to, you know, be a part of what we established, then what's the point? Look, Brian, and I'm sorry to cut you off, and that's very, very rude of me. But I have one simple thing to say. One very simple thing to say. What do you want out of life? Do you want to lay in the shadows, be a part of something that is indistinguished and undefined? Or do you want to be a part of something that is amazing and can change the perception of reality throughout the entire world? I'll tell you right now, I do not want to be undistinguished and indefined. No, I don't. I want to be a part of something that can impact somebody's heart, somebody's soul, that can be a part of their life, whether they want it or not, as long as they listen. If they listen and they can hear it, then we can change what they enjoy. Then we can make their night a little better. Look, there's so many tweets going on out in the Twitter world about veteran suicide. There's so many tweets going out in the Twitter world about people that have taken their own lives. No, we don't want that. We want to fix that. And I'm not saying that we can change it. I'm not. Wholeheartedly, we cannot without your help. Without the help of the world. My friends in the Philippines, my friends in Scotland, my friends in Ireland, my friends in Canada. United States, whatever. You know what we are, Brian? This is when you ask.
What are we?
What? We are your first class flight on the international plane ride where you can relax and enjoy it in the comfort of your own home. We have worldwide viewers. We have people from all over the entire universe listening to us right now. How do we impact those to promote greatness in the world? That's the real question. How do we impact the people who listen to us right now and want to better themselves? I'll tell you how I've heard it through the podcasts that I've listened to. Work out, work out, work out. Think better of yourself. Think highly of yourself. Be fit. Work out, work out, work out. Yeah, that's all well and good. You can work out. Everybody can work out. Everybody can be skinny if you fucking think skinny and you want to be skinny. I'll tell you what, I don't want to be skinny. I'm good with where I'm at. I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable. And you might think of that as an excuse, as some kind of narrative for some long disciplinary decision for me not to be fit, for me not to fit into whatever society wants me to fit into. Well, that's the truth. Society's fucked up. We have all these Democrats running for the presidential race. We have Donald Trump. You know, I'm not trying to get into politics right now. I'm really not. But where do you think that this political race is going to end up, Brian?
I don't know. What do you think?
Man, I'm having a tough time trying to digest all the Democrats that are entering the race and all the Republicans that aren't. Well, that's what I think. I think that what's happening right now is basically saying to America, yeah, Donald Trump is going to win again, folks. And you just got to eat it. You just got to just take it in. Chump it. Donald Trump is going to win the next presidential election. Just like Gina Raimondo won it in the fine state of Rhode Island. But I'm not going to get into that. We're going to push it off to the next subject, which is this. Brian, what is your dream job?
I guess it's hard to define. Something that would give me the freedom to be creative and the time schedule where I can really enjoy time with my family.
Isn't that incredible?
What about you?
Oh, man, if I could do anything, I'd be a songwriter. I love writing music. Love writing music. More than anything that I do. I just, when I pick up a guitar, I just play and I strum and I sing and I just feel it, I embrace it, and I just know that with whatever I say, I would catch somebody's heart somewhere out there. And if I could do that full time, I would be the happiest man alive. Even if I worked with a musician, say like, hey, I'm a great guitarist, but I don't know what to say for anything. If they were like, hey, Matt, what do you got to offer? And I sat down with him and I said, hey, show me that guitar for me. Tell me what you... Play that guitar as if you were talking to me. I could create a song better than any songwriter down there in Nashville, Tennessee, or Los Angeles, California, or anywhere in the United States of America. Music is in my soul and it's in my heart and it's something that I want to do and pursue with. And until I have the opportunity to do so, until we're heard out by somebody from a really big company in a really big city who's like, hey, That's my dude. I want to bring him alongside me and make him do it. I guess that my my words will be whispers. But if I could do anything, it would be I'd be a songwriter, man. That's it. You want to hear something really interesting that happened to me today?
Sure.
I got pushed aside. Pushed. Literally. Like Kamehameha! Boom! Against a wall. By a woman. By a 55-year-old woman. All because I said, your hair looks really, really nice. You really took your time with that, didn't you? And she was like, oh, come give me a hug. And I'm like, no, sorry, I don't do hugs. I'm not a hugger. I'm sorry, world. I don't do hugs until I start having people come up to me in the middle of nowhere saying, hey, I know you. You're the guy from the Sibs cast. Can I have a hug? Like, we should really start just doing a can I have a hug hashtag, because you and I both need hugs. And if the world could just give us hugs everywhere we went, we would both be, we'd be on top of the world. So she was like, come give me a hug because you complimented my hair. And I was like, sorry. Nope. Not going to happen. She was so disappointed. She was like, literally, bro. She was on the verge of tears because I refused a hug. And I was like, are you okay? And she was like, well, I've never experienced that before. And I was like, what do you mean you've never experienced that before? You've never had a refusal of a hug? And she was like, actually, no, I haven't. And I'm like, oh, so I'm your first for that. What does that mean? I refused a hug, world. Can you tell me exactly what that means? I'll tell you what it means to me. It means, yeah, she was sitting there with her arms wide open. Welcome to moonlight. It was like every Creed song you've ever listened to. And I just said, no, no, Creed, no, I will not listen to this. And kind of broke her heart a little bit. And I kind of felt bad. Should I feel bad? Is that a bad thing of me to do? To refuse a hug?
No, it's your own personal choice and personal opinion.
No, but I mean, if I could have went all in there, I would have. But I didn't. But why didn't I get all up in there and be like, yeah, let me get a little snuggle fest at work? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, why didn't I say, all right, yeah, that's cool. Look, I really think, hypothetically speaking, from my own opinion, perspective, dynamic, whatever, that if, Brian, you and I were to be successful, we would need a backing. We would need a backing of very smart, particular individuals. Very smart, particular individuals. Let me repeat it one more time. Smart, particular individuals. And if you feel like you fall in that category, and if you feel like you can impact us and tell us something and explain to the world what you know and what you think and how you feel, if you're brutally honest and honestly passionate about what you do, and you're a doctor, a lawyer, whatever, we want to talk to you. Not because we're going through something, or not because we want to be impacting something, or it's because we want to share it. We want to share every dynamic mindset that has been placed here on planet Earth. And we want to share it with our followers, our guests, and, first-time listeners. I was a first-time listener once. You know what happened? I couldn't stop listening. And I got addicted and attached to the personality of the person that just drove me through the entire state of Connecticut. Do you have any idea how long the state of Connecticut is? It's like 14 hours long if you're high on acid. But if you're not high on acid, it's about 3.5. I'm just saying. But look, it's very simple. My brother and I want three things. Three things out of our listeners. We want you to be involved. We want you to be impacted by our conversation. And last but not least, we don't want you to be left out. So if there's anybody who feels like they're left out, we want you to contact us because we want you to be a part. We want you to be able to have the call on what's going on and what we're talking about. And if that's not happening, then what are we doing this for? What's the point? There is no point. There really isn't. Because what we want is we want to be a part of your lives and distinguish ourselves in a way that nobody else can. In the brotherhood fashion. Isn't that right, brother?
That's correct.
Now, brother, I do have one final question for you. And it's probably not my final question, even though I'm saying it's a final question. I'm sorry. Sometimes I just say the wrong words all the time, and I get a little too excited, and I'm like, hey, I just want to hear your voice, man. Hey, so, Brian, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. So, Brian, if you were to be anywhere in the world right now, where would you be? Hey, boy.
I would be somewhere warm and sunny.
Yeah?
Sporting some shorts. Getting my tan on.
Hey, man, I'm going to let you know that where we're at isn't all that bad. Because sometimes where it's warm and sunny, it's warm and muggy. And that mugginess is no good. Hold on. Hey, folks, we got a bulldog. Say hi to Blue. Say hi, Blue. Hi. Yeah. I hope they saw the blue dog. The blue dog just came for a visit. The old English blue. But yeah, no, the warm and sunny thing's overrated. I really appreciate the rainy 40-degree weather. That's why I think that, Seattle or something like that is very, very, very attractive. I don't like to sweat, dude. I do not like to sweat. I don't like it. Getting sticky and having a shower twice a day and shit. Like, what the fuck is that? What is that? Who wants to shower twice a day? I don't. I really don't. Hey, Brian, what are your thoughts on oh God, menopause? What are your thoughts on menopause? Tell me about it. What do you describe menopause to me as what you've experienced through other people?
I have very little opinions on menopause. Also,
I got a big
this
one.
really isn't like a streaming night.
Well, we're doing this for a reason, and that's for people to hear us while we discuss what we're eventually going to talk about. And that's for people.
We're talking about stuff right now.
What
So
about
we're not taking
menopause?
about anything. So what are we going to talk about on the show? Are we taking away from our Tuesday show?
No, we're not taking away from any show. What we're trying to do is develop a relationship with the people who want to stream and who want to listen. People who want to be a part of what we're trying to grow. What we're trying to do is establish a relationship with strangers, and it's tougher than you think or tougher than you ever imagined. And all I want to do is just impact people's lives, people who have never met me and people who want to meet me. And I want to set up, I just want to make it happen, man.
All right. Well, I'm
I
going
think
to show you how to stream on your laptop.
no. It's not about just me though, but it's about us, the Sibs cast.
Right. But I set aside a specific schedule. I don't have a ton of time.
I know you don't have a ton of time. That's why we're doing this right now. We're having a meeting. This is our meeting.
So our meeting is about what I think about menopause.
How funny did that sound? Oh my god, that was hilarious. But a woman did tell me today that menopause was like a dragon breathing down the face and the chest of her sternum. Pretty wild, right?
Wow.
Like a dragon breathing down down her face and her chest, and just eating it, and then just realizing that people notice that you turn bloody red. It was hard, man. It was hard. And I was just like, well, no wintergreen is going to fix that. You know what I mean? Like, no piece of bubble gum is going to fix that thing. But no, our meeting tonight isn't about what you feel about menopause. And our meeting tonight isn't about exactly what you thought it was going to be about. Our meeting tonight was more or less establishing with our clientele, which is the people of the world, that we are real, we are here, we are trying to grow a family-run podcast, and we want to offer to you what you want to hear. And we're having not necessarily a difficult time trying to figure it out, but we'd like to hear from you, to hear what you want from us. And if it was that simple, everybody would be doing it. I know. But it should be more or less a relationship thing where you should just trust us. Like, shoot us a message. We're not going to hurt you. We're not going to bite. We're not going to do anything of that matter. All we want is to hear from you. Hear a little response. Hey, so what do you guys think about this? Hey, so what do you think about that? You know? Pretty simple stuff. But clearly it's harder than it seems. Because you're getting upset with me, brother.
I mean, you didn't really tell me what was going on, and we got on about an hour ago. And
I didn't tell you what's going on because I feel like it's important for us to establish a relationship offline with the people who are listening in the Philippines, in Ireland, in Scotland, in Canada, in America. All these people, all these, I'm not going to say a specific number, but this volume of people downloading our podcast need to know an inside scoop of who we are in order for them to establish a relationship with us, for them to carry on listening. And I don't want to lose their respect.
I mean, counterpoint.
Every listener counts.
I think putting out a high quality show every week would definitely keep people coming back and people
But we're
engaged.
not at that level yet.
I know we're getting there.
We're not once a weekers yet. That's the Bill Burr. That's the Joe Rogan. That's we're not a once a weeker. We need to be a part of these people's lives. Little by little, we need to just dissect their feelings. And I want to dissect the feelings of the world. And I want you to listen, and not only you, brother, but I want the world to listen and hear and understand that we want to be a part of your response to whoever you respond to. We want you to think about us before you think about anything else. And that's 2019, baby. It's 2019. What would the Sibs cast do? WWSBD. What would Sibs cast do? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to do it or are you not? Ask Bri. Bri, what would you do? Hypothetically, situationally, if you were to jump on a train and ride it all the way to California, or would you rather walk to Minnesota to see that one viewer who listened to us in Minnesota, or catch a train to California and find the one listener who listened to us in California? Well, I'll tell you what, if you say Minnesota and you'll walk, I guarantee you that by the end of this podcast, we will have 4 listeners in Minnesota and 4 listeners in California. We just need to be able to open ourselves up to them so that they know that we are here for them. And if we can't do that, then it's pointless. Everything is pointless. We both want to be able to impact the lives of people who are listening, who are lonely, who have relationship issues, something going on in their life. Chances are we've experienced it, and chances are we can help you through it. Until then, what are we? We're just advertising the fact that we can do that? Are you satisfied with that? Because I'm not. I'm not. I mean, what it ultimately comes down to, brother, is us being able to do the job that we were put here on earth to do. And that's help other people and be positive influences in their lives. And how are we able to do that? That's through the likelihood of the internet and maybe this video passing by somebody who could use us. And until that happens, then I guess we're stuck here bragging on the internet, talking about God knows what, having a meeting, and they're able to be a part of it. And you know what? If you feel special and you want to say something about this, please do, because we need this. But until then, we'll see you next Tuesday live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube Live at the Sibscast. Brother, kick it.
All right. I'll see you Tuesday.